Hello everyone and welcome back to Invictus Racing League round number 3 at Zandvoort on a track I'm not really good at. I didn't really do any practice, so you know, what's the worst that could happen? I don't know why I don't like the track. I know other people love the track, I just can't seem to get into the swing of things as we go to 5 red lights. And to be fair, a bit of a squirmy start, but other than that, compared to the guys around me, I've got off to a pretty good start. And again, I'm always going to show the first lap. You see a bit of front wing flying in the background there. I don't really know who got damaged, but I believe they did stay out in the end, so it couldn't have been that bad. Coming to turn 1 again. This track is just mental for the first couple laps, so I think I've kept the first 2 laps in here just to show how chaotic it can be at Zandvoort, as a lot of people will know watching this video. And already I feel good in the setup. I got this help of a friend of mine, and you know, it done bits, to be fair. So I'm not going to name no names, but yeah, it's a pretty good setup. So already thinking about ahead of the race, trying to keep it calm, keep my front wing intact. Of course, that's quite a critical part of league racing, keeping the front wing intact. And you can just see how much single file it actually is on this track. I wasn't actually aware of how tight this track is until I started at the back today. But already we're going to get a good run off the final corner on Burmeister, and that is us up into 14th place potentially. I think it is. Yes, we do indeed get the move done. So that is us up into 14th place. So we made one move up from our starting position, and we're now going to skip ahead to lap 3 because I believe KJ had a drive-through penalty, and he had to obviously pit and come out. And we're now on the back of Andrew, and we're going to get a good run. And you can see it's raining, so I believe the forecast was dry, wet, dry. So it's quite an interesting forecast. And we're going to go down the inside. Oh, we know we're not, but we're going to hold it. We're going to save the car quite nicely, actually. I was quite proud of that. And we're going to only lose 2 places and about 4 or 5 seconds worth of time, so it's not bad. But from then on, we had a virtual safety car, and of course everyone at this point decided to pit for the inters because the rain just started coming down quite heavy when the virtual safety car come out. So we're going to pit. And in terms of the stint, I don't know what was going on here. The virtual safety car, I think, just slowed everyone up pretty much to a standstill. And you see a pit lane, a hive of activity, and our teammate is going to hold us up slightly, not too much. I think over about a second or 2 seconds, and it was indeed 2 seconds he held us up by, so it's not bad. And we come out in 13th, so we actually made up a place there, so not bad going. And we're now going to skip to lap number 6, and you can see there Scott and KJ having a battle, and KJ unfortunately loses the car somehow, and he's off into the grass. And yeah, pretty obviously don't want to see anyone spin. But we're now going to skip ahead to lap number 8, and I think this is just how single file it was for me until lap number 16, I believe. So it was sort of 3 or 4 of us in a sort of queue, and there was just no way we were getting through until lap 16, where it was a bit of hive of activity as Scott made a move on Andrew, and of course Andrew, we had a bit of an accident, and it was my fault, I'm not going to lie. I understood a little bit, and we hit him and sent me into a spin. Not his fault, he gave me the space. And you see the DRS was enabled, but the Inter still felt like they could go another lap or 2, so of course everyone was going to pit, but I chose to stay out. And it was at this point where I thought I was going to be at the back, because as everyone pits and I cross the finish line, something quite bad for me happens. So across the line, and there you go, safety car is out. And at this point, you know, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to lose maybe 1 or 2 places, but I actually gain another place. And you can see there KJ, who was lapped at this point because he chose to pit a few laps early, decided to try and unlap himself. And you know, on this game, if it was real life, of course he would have been allowed to go through and catch up, but on this game you just can't do that, because it just sends the game into an absolute mess. You can see here already I'm getting an illegal overtake, so I'm hoping this can get removed from the stewards, because it's just, you know, we just tried to overtake everyone on this game. Unfortunately you can't, so you know, it just is what it is. We've got to carry on and hopefully get that penalty removed. And again, at the end of this lap, I believe, yes, we literally, safety car's coming in. I literally tap, not, I wouldn't say even tapped him. Look, you can see here, slight little tap, and I get another 5-second penalty for severe collision. So, you know, by the way, how interesting is this safety car restart? So yeah, safety car restart. I believe a couple of people spin. Foxy, Sambam, and I think Logshotter as well had a spin at turn 1. So I don't know what happened there. I know they're arguing in the chat, but hopefully whoever's at fault gets punished for that. But yeah, we're gonna stay on board this lap because I believe I'll make a couple of moves. You already see there Nathan, who is lapped, trying to unlap himself. So you know, you've got to appreciate him not giving up and doing what KJ done and tried to unlap himself and potentially got me and everyone else behind myself a penalty. You can see already going down inside the Rimac. We're going to get a good run. We're going to try hang it round the outside now, and he's going to defend it quite well, to be fair. He gives us all the space, and he does defend that and sort of shove you wide, which is rightfully so in that circumstance. So, you know, at this point I know I'm faster than him and some of the guys ahead, so we're going to try and get him. How we've got a Burmeister on the end of the first lap on this final corner. Try and get a good run, slingshot out, and we do get such a good run. We have to come out of it, and we do get a warning for more worries. But we're actually gonna go for the move here, down the inside into turn 1. Bit of a dive, slight contact, nothing too major though. We bump wheels. I give him the space on the outside, and we're still side by side. So this is a good racing between us and. I mean, I knew I had to move down at this point because the outside line is, in my opinion, the quickest line through that corner. And already on the back of the Warislander, who was on hard, so I knew I had to get past him ASAP. And we're going to try and force him into a mistake. I'm going to try and do what I did to Rimac. I think I am, yes. Oh, no, I didn't. Never mind. I think it was here because he ran wide. So I decided to try hang it round the outside again. This time getting a much better drive than last lap, but the Royslander again pushing me wide. Nothing really bad about that. You know, anyone would do that in his situation, but we're still side by side. I wasn't really going to back out of this, but unfortunately I have to here because I do get shoved wide. Again, he had the line, so there was nothing I could do there. So we decided to try and do it how we got his teammate, and we do indeed get a slightly better run. Not as good at the end of lap 1, but Royslander is going to defend. I had to run at this point, but then I run out of ERS, so I had to duck back into slipstream and dive it down the inside. Again, it's a little bit more contact at turn 1, but this time we get the run that we need, and that is us up into 6th place. And again, from here, nothing really happened until lap 35. So the second to last lap, my teammate and Scott, I don't know what happened there. Again, I'm still finding out, but they had to come in together. And at this point, I was sort of disappointed, but also relieved because obviously I made up more places, but my teammate losing a lot of places, and he did eventually retire, so we lost a bag full of points as a team. But as a personal result, it was a good result for me, coming from 16th I believe to 4th, but I do believe Foxy gets us with depends, but hopefully they get removed and I should get 4th place. So yeah, that's been Invictus Racing League at Zandvoort. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was an enjoyable race to me, being at the back. A lot of people know I'm sort of known for starting at the back and getting a good result, but I'll be back for Thursday's video with Invictus Racing League again, realistic performance at Zandvoort. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you then. Goodbye.